Good evening, everyone. This is Brian with Healthier4U Vending. We're going to get this webinar here started in just a sec. Let's make sure we're on the right page. Everything looks good. All right, so let's get this going. All right, first and foremost, I want to welcome everyone to the Healthier4U Vending webinar. I am Brian Swain, and my father and I are the founders of Healthier4U Vending. We've put together these webinars to be a quick and effective way to educate you about healthy vending. We're going to be here for about an hour, and then following the presentation portion, we're going to take questions for as long as you would like. Grab a sheet of paper if you don't have one, jot down questions as they occur to you, because I want to make sure we get a chance to get those answered tonight, if at all possible. We have numerous people on tonight from around the country, so we're going to keep everybody muted. Feel free to make as much noise as you would like, because we cannot hear you. You can send us questions using the chat feature on the right-hand side of your screen at any time. This is a live presentation, so I cannot respond while talking. However, during the Q&A following the presentation, we're going to read out those questions and answer them for everyone's benefit. So let's get this going. Again, I'm Brian, one of the founders of Healthier4U Vending. I'm here tonight with Jeff Long, one of our H4U affiliates from here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight we're going to cover the details of healthy vending, and that includes who we are and what type of people are behind this business. Well, that's pretty straightforward. My father is Del Swain, and he and I founded Healthier4U Vending to be the premier healthy vending company in the world. A bold goal for sure, however, for us, a very realistic one as well. We both have extensive experience as entrepreneurs, owning and operating a variety of businesses over the years. My father and I actually partnered many years back in the early 1990s. I was in school for international trade and business. My father was running a photo gift company. Well, this gift company was a pretty big deal back in the day and was a pioneer in the photo industry. You've seen the products, I'm sure, photos on mugs, plates, trays, anything else you can think of. Those kiosks that were in malls all over the world, well, that was us. We literally helped thousands and thousands of people set up small businesses and literally revolutionized the photo gift industry in that process. Well, we had over 100 different gift items to mount photographs on, and they were made in various factories and countries all over the world. He was a partner in that import company to manufacture those items. Well, there were some issues with the partner in that business, and the short of it was he bought out the partner and asked me to manage the import side of things. That's been over 20 years ago now that we've been working together. It's been a great time, and no matter what anyone says, working with family is a dream come true. Sure, at times, working with family can be tough, especially on the rest of the family. Every dinner, holiday meal, or get-together at some point turns into a board meeting of some type. We love what we do, and we never stop talking about shop. For us, our business is truly an extension of our family, and we love what we do. Now, over the years in international trade, I began brokering products for other businesses as well. And eventually I was helping people set up businesses of all kinds and even move the photo kiosk concept into over 30 different countries. It's been quite a ride, and we've both loved every minute of it. Well, we both became experts in helping people start up and run businesses of all kinds. We developed a reputation for being honest and straightforward, and really started working with many new opportunities and concepts. Well, this is how healthy vending came to us, was through those channels of helping others establish new business. About 8 years ago now, healthy vending first showed up on my father's radar. He was partially retired and dialing down his golf game when he was introduced to it. He was asked by a company to help them put together a program to get people into the business of healthy vending. Well, to say the least, he had his work cut out for him. This company was in the business of selling traditional junk food and bulk candy machines. The operation and success of their machine owners was really not of their concern. They simply sold low-quality machines to people and then told those buyers that those locations out there were really easy to find. These companies removed themselves from the liability of finding locations or even properly warranting the machines by using slickly worded contracts that confuse people. It's a really flawed business model, and one that almost always ends up with a failure for those that invest in that model. Now, that sketchy business model continues to exist in the world today. Most of these other companies out there are still offering that same low-quality machines and real no path to getting machines located. Instead, they paint a picture that all vending machines are basically made the same. They're all of the same quality kind of thing, when in reality, they're not. And then they paint the picture that locations are really easy to find, and those, again, are not easy to find. Be wary if a company offers you this so-called opportunity to locate your own machines and save money and the costs associated with that service. The truth is they simply cannot locate these machines and low-quality equipment, and they want to put that responsibility solely on you. Well, after seeing all of this firsthand, my father and I decided it was time to do something totally different, something the industry believed was impossible. We, in fact, offer a real business model, including the highest quality combo vending machine ever made, real guaranteed locations for those machines, and it was an industry-shaking event. When we came into the market, we revolutionized the industry because the core of the plan was to, in fact, focus on operator successes by delivering the best business model, the best machines, and the best locations that the industry has ever seen. So in 2011, we decided to found Healthier4U Vending to do just that. Instead of, going out there and just trying to wing it, we decided let's introduce everything in one fell swoop, and that's just what we did. Now, paramount in our plan was to custom design and manufacture this new revolutionary combo vending machine that we had envisioned. Well, because of my international business experience, I literally searched the entire world looking for the best manufacturing facility and strategic partner that I could find. I was more than a little surprised when I found exactly what I wanted right here in the United States. The Wittern Group, known for their line of USI machines that are extremely high quality. I was more than confident they could build us a custom machine to meet our high expectations and needs. They have over 85 years of industry experience and over $1 billion in sales to prove they're one of the top factories in the world. I chose them from day one to be our exclusive supplier, and I have never regretted it. We used their significant technical support and engineering resources to make our machines the best in the industry. We designed our machines using a base chassis, which we heavily modified with upgrades to do healthy vending specifically. Jeff will discuss our machine in more detail later. However, I wanted to point out we were the only healthy vending company that contract custom manufactures a machine built to our own high standards. In order for us to get the best locations, we need the best machines, and we have produced exactly that, the highest quality combo vending machine ever introduced. It's that simple. No other machine can even compare. Well, we then partnered with and secured custom discounts from the nation's largest wholesale healthy snack and drink distributor, UNFI. UNFI is a juggernaut in the industry and supplies companies like Trader Joe's and Whole Foods while offering discounted prices. Now, these two 800-pound gorillas give us the tools that we need to apply our proven business startup model to the healthy vending industry. After just 7 years in the business, we've changed the face of vending already. Because we find the locations for the machines using our own in-house experts, we actually get you up and running this business. No machines parked in your garage or storage facility generating zero income endlessly. We get you up and running, show the operational business model very quickly, and then support you while you grow your business into even more locations. Our model is based on your success with the best in healthy food and the highest quality combo vending machine ever made, and it sets us apart from everyone else in the market. More than just a machine manufacturer or broker, we provide a business model for the business and then the training here in Las Vegas to actually implement and operate that business model. Now, I'm going to hand this over to Jeff, and he's going to cover some topics that he can really speak from the heart about. He's a lifelong entrepreneur, owning and operating numerous businesses, and he's also a work for the man as well. He's also a local Healthier4U Vending affiliate in Las Vegas, Nevada, and he'll tell us about his route and how it is to actually be operating the business model. So, Jeff, would you like to tell us about the life of an H4U affiliate here in Las Vegas, Nevada?
Hi, Brian. What a great introduction. Thank you. And hello, everyone. I'm Jeff, and I'm speaking with you tonight from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm honored that you've taken the time to be here, and I'm very excited to share this amazing opportunity with all of you. I have a couple of questions for you. How often is it a person is presented a ground floor opportunity in two highly successful businesses, the vending industry and also the health and wellness industry, which together create the healthy vending concept? This is an opportunity that can truly change your life. It's changed mine in many ways, and I'm excited to be able to share my story with you. I know firsthand what it's like to research a business opportunity and speak on the phone with Healthier4U Vending, because just like you, I was there. The difference is I've known Brian and Dell for over 28 years. I've always been interested in working with them on different business ventures. Healthy Vending started for me on Facebook. Brian and I had not been in regular contact for a couple of years. We quickly ended up on the phone chatting, and we were amazed to learn we had both relocated to the Southwest. Our families are from Seattle, Washington. Brian had moved to Las Vegas, and I had moved to Phoenix, and while we were comparing stories of what it was like to live in the very different dry and arid Southwest desert, Brian told me he had relocated to Vegas to start Healthier4U Vending. Well, I was immediately interested in healthy vending and also owning my own business. I've always wanted to find a real opportunity and build a business that would make real and tangible differences in my life. This opportunity seemed to be one that allowed me to start transitioning into my own business. I've realized I won't be a success with just achievement. And achievement is all I will experience while I'm working in corporate America, because that is what corporate America is all about. I found that I needed fulfillment. And what I learned is that success without fulfillment is failure. Why? Because success is about quality of life and about security. And success for me is also about being part of something fantastic. I feel there isn't any job that will give me fulfillment and quality of life unless I own the company. So no matter your current situation, I'm sure that you know what I'm talking about. I see Healthy Vending as the perfect opportunity to be self-employed, to achieve my financial goals and also feel fulfilled. And what does that equal? That equals success. That equals quality of life. I developed a plan and set a goal to become a business owner. First, I started the business and supplemented my income, then transitioned the business into a full-time healthy vending route by duplicating the business model. Healthier4U Vending continued to place my healthy vending machines for my business and grew my company's healthy vending footprint. Now I never have to work for anyone else. I enjoy all the benefits of self-employment, and you can too. What I want to do is take you back to the beginning of my story. When I first found this opportunity, I evaluated Healthier4U Vending and researched other franchising and business opportunity concepts so I can compare different types of startup businesses and also their business models. I started researching, and I knew I wanted the very best machine built specifically for vending healthy products. I wanted vending machines manufactured to withstand the rigors of commercial and professional grade locations. What I found was that Healthier4U Vending is building professional commercial grade combination machines that are built for volume. Volume like Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg is the world's most populated Army base and a Healthier4U Vending location, serving a population of 52,000 active duty soldiers, 13,000 reservists, 9,000 civilian employees, 4,000 contractors, and 63,000 active duty family members. Locations are just as important as professional grade equipment. I wanted to be certain that I had locations for every machine I purchased. I wanted a real locating service that presented healthy vending to the location and obtained a signed contract on my behalf. And that's exactly what I got from Healthier4U Vending. Technology is a part of our lives every single day, and owning a healthy vending business won't change that for you. Healthier4U Vending machines have the latest cloud-based inventory and control management systems. You can literally log onto the machine and see your sales on your PC, Mac, phone, or tablet. Reputation is important. The more you know about the company you do business with, the better. Healthier4U Vending has a stellar reputation, is very financially secure, and has been helping people start businesses since 2011. When I was researching the type of business I wanted to start, I felt it was important to dig deep and learn more about what the healthy vending opportunity offers, and you should too. I'm going to help you research by showing why Healthier4U Vending is different than any other business concept. So let's start the research with Healthier4U Vending machines, who essentially are your new employees. So why do I refer to as Healthier4U Vending machines as employees? Well, they're working hard for you. That's why. And unlike real employees, there are no scheduling conflicts, sick days, vacations, and hiring or firing. These machines work for you 24 hours a day, every single day. Healthier4U Vending machines are manufactured by United Auto Workers Union Specialists for our manufacturer, the Woodard Group. This is the same labor union that builds Chrysler, General Motors, and Ford automobiles. This means the machines you are buying are built from the ground up right here in the United States. Our manufacturer, the Woodard Group, has a state-of-the-art facility with the latest in technology. They use computer-guided manufacturing equipment such as laser cutters, robotic welders, and steel fabrication equipment, ensuring the machines are built with precision and quality. The United Auto Workers Union Specialists build these machines with pride, and each machine passes a rigorous quality control test so that you get a superior American-made product. The manufacturing facility in Des Moines, Iowa builds NSF and NAMA certified machines. Healthier4U machines are NAMA and NSF certified. Healthier4U machines are built in this facility, meet required manufacturing criteria, and are built 100% in compliance with federal and also state laws. We're proud to say that our equipment is truly American-made because by becoming an H4U operator, you are contributing to the creation of better-than-average jobs for Americans. Partnering with the only union vending manufacturer in the United States ensures a high-performing commercial professional-grade machine that we know was built 100% in the United States. Our customers enjoy the benefits of owning the highest quality, healthy vending machines that exceed vending industry standards. This is the Healthier4U model ADA3 infrared, featuring GVT laser accurate sensing. The ADA3 is proprietary to Healthier4U Vending. The machine is built exclusively for the company and designed to vend healthy products. The ADA3 is 20% larger than other healthy vending machines with the highest capacity dedicated to beverages. There's no need to purchase a side unit to add inventory to this machine. Healthier4U vending machines are the perfect size. The machine stocks 350 items, has room for 136 beverages and 214 snack items. Beverages will account for a high percentage of your sales, and with the higher beverage and overall capacity, you will service your machines less often. The ADA3 machine is wrapped in high-quality vinyl displaying vivid graphics designed to catch the consumer's attention. The ADA3 infrared has the latest in technology, allowing for smooth transactions. The ADA3 has 350 item capacity that includes 20 snack and 9 drink choices. Standard equipment includes a programmable thermostat. The temperature can be changed on the LED screen on the front of the machine as well. Other healthy vending machines require tools to change the temperature. The thermostat is located on the back of the machine, making it difficult to perform this simple function. Programmable vending hours is another standard feature on the ADA3. Public schools require that vending machines are turned off between designated hours. The ADA3 is the only healthy vending machine that can support this requirement, meaning that the ADA3 is the only healthy vending machine legally able to be placed in public schools. Green technology, eco-friendly machines that use 1/3 less energy of other machines. They also have remote technology. You can remotely check your sales and current inventory from anywhere on the planet. And the ADA3 is ADA compliant. The ADA3 infrared is the perfect blend of technology and innovation, making for an overall fantastic consumer experience. The ADA3 is NAMA certified. Each machine is delivered with this NAMA certification plaque affixed visibly to the interior. Our manufacturer, the Whittern Group, is also NSF certified. And of course, the ADA3 is union made. The Healthier4U ADA3 is the best and most reliable commercial, professional grade combination machine on the market. The ADA3 is GFCI compliant. GFCI is ground fault circuit interrupter. The GFCI will shut off electrical current to prevent injury or fire. This very important safety device is required for government buildings, schools, and military bases. The Healthier4U ADA3 meets GFCI compliancy. The machines that are not GFCI compliant are mandated to be removed from government buildings, schools, and military bases. This gives you an enormous advantage as a Healthier4U vending operator owning compliant machines because we can secure all those high volume locations for you. So what are the specifications for the ADA3 infrared? Well, the ADA3 is 600 pounds. It stands 77 inches tall, is 34 inches deep, and 35 inches wide. Your customer will have the choice of 20 snack and 9 beverage selections. This is important because consumers want a vast selection of beverages that include delicious organic juices, electrolyte-charged water, teas, and meal replacement drinks. The ADA3 is ADA compliant. The American Disabilities Act of 1990 requires keypads and payment acceptance systems to be mounted below 48 inches. The ADA3 meets these requirements, keeping these systems 46 inches from the floor. The ADA3 brings you infrared technology using GVT laser accurate sensing as a standard feature. GVT, also known as Guaranteed Vend technology, uses infrared optical drop sensors communicating to the machine that purchased products have been delivered to the consumer so that you don't have messy refunds or customer complaints. The ADA3 infrared is the only combination vending machine on the market with GVT laser accurate sensing installed in both the snack and also the drink compartments, which, like all other components and features on the ADA3, is professional commercial grade, exceeding industry standards. The ADA3 infrared features coil drive technology, which is the latest in beverage dispensing. Coil drive technology allows your machine to vend different size and shaped products such as cartons and sport cap bottles. Other vending machines cannot vend those types of items. Popular products such as protein supplements and coconut water, products like the Smart Water pictured in the Healthier4U vending machine. Coil drive technology was designed to vend just about any size or configuration of product. Other machines are simply junk food and soda machines with a healthy vinyl wrap, and that's why. And why is that bad? Well, soda machines are designed to only vend 20-ounce flat cap bottles and 12-ounce cans. That will limit your healthy beverage variety. I've even vended packaged sliced apples and other refrigerated items. No other healthy machine on the market can vend these packages like our machine does with coil vend technology. The ADA3 comes standard with 12 and 16-ounce deep drawer can dispensers. What's great about this feature is it allows you to broaden your scope of products. A product that sells very well for me in a gym or athletic setting is a product called Bang Sugar-Free Fruit Punch Pre-Workout Drink. This tasty and functional product comes in a 16-ounce can, and I'm able to stock extra inventory for this popular drink because of H4U's revolutionary deep drawer can dispenser. Of course, this is just one product. You can stock many different canned drinks like tea, organic sugar-free drinks, and others. The coil drive snack trays also tilt towards you for ease in restocking. The ADA3 infrared is EPA compliant and is the most energy efficient commercial professional combination machine on the market. Manufactured with high density insulation in the cooling compartment, LED lighting, and many other energy saving features using green technology, the ADA3 is at the top of its class for energy savings. Healthier4U Vending finds locations for your machines. Now, this is not help, it's not assistance, and it's certainly not coaching. Healthier4U Vending finds each and every location and obtains a signed contractual agreement on your behalf for each of those locations. Healthier4U has an entire locations department. The H4U locations department is a full-time team of locating specialists who are H4U employees dedicated to your success. Our very first locating specialist still works for the company and leads the department. You will be assigned an H4U certified locating specialist. Your locating specialist will schedule a conference call with you to collect information about your area, like how far you want to travel to service a location, and any potential locations you may have seen or driven by, along with other specific information regarding your new healthy vending business. Your locating specialist then gets to work starting with any national accounts H4U has a relationship with, including potential opportunities with the U.S. military, who is our biggest customer. Your locating specialist will dig into your area, making cold calls on potential locations, so you don't have to. Your locations are then presented to you by our locating team. This is done one-on-one and in person at training. After training, you will return home and conduct a survey of the locations. You can decline the location. Maybe it's too far away, or maybe it's not a location that meets certain criteria. If you decline, your locating specialist will keep searching. You have complete control because H4U employs the best locating specialists in the industry. Our operators are typically not declining locations. When we find a location that meets your criteria, you approve that location, and your new healthy vending machine is shipped and installed, ready to make you money. Healthier4U locating specialists are incentivized to find the best location the first time. However, if a location underperforms, Healthier4U Vending has a 90-day location trial program. Notify H4U within 90 days if your location is underperforming. H4U will find a new location for your machine. You can move the machine to the new location and your 90-day trial restarts. You can relocate your machine up to 2 additional times. This type of support is unparalleled in healthy vending. No other company offers a full operational guarantee on locations like Healthier4U Vending. A standard feature on the ADA3 is debit and credit card acceptance. The ADA3 uses the new and advanced technology of the cloud. Greenlight Vending Management Systems is a cloud-based application. not unreliable, outdated software and confusing spreadsheets. Greenlight is the most advanced and trusted name in cashless remote payment systems and inventory control. Your customer can use a major credit card, debit card, Android, Apple, and Google applications to make a purchase. You can monitor the entire machine remotely. You can even change retail prices remotely from your computer or cell phone. Greenlight Systems reports all your sales, cash and credit back to you via remote access. The Greenlight Vending Management System uses a cellular telemetry device, sending data through a cellular network back to you, the operator. No Wi-Fi is required. You're able to track items that are sold, track inventory levels, know when and how much to restock, and review cash and cashless sales reports. Greenlight's cloud-based application allows you to access anywhere at any time, and you'll always have the latest version so you can manage your business from anywhere. Product sales are seen up to the minute, along with product available for purchase, products and coil numbers, prices of the products, how much the products have sold for, and how much inventory is left on the shelf. Also, how much inventory are you storing? That is available in the warehouse feature. But don't think you need a warehouse to store product, because Greenlight is so accurate, you will run a lean inventory, and most of the product is kept on the shelf in the machine, ready to be sold. The Planogram tab provides you with an interface for quick reference so you can track sales of individual items sold daily, weekly, monthly, and also annual sales dollars. Along with tracking sales, you can remotely change retail prices, perform mechanical diagnostics, and manage inventory from anywhere on the planet. Greenlight's technical support is one click or phone call away. The advantage of partnering with the most advanced vending management systems company is the top shelf support. Healthier4U Vending will teach you everything you need to know about operating Greenlight at training class. However, the Greenlight support page is packed with how-to videos, so you can quickly reference what you learned. Live customer service representatives are available to answer your questions. Healthier4U Vending has the best available warranty. Let's compare. So if you hear the phrase lifetime warranty, that should be a red flag, because unfortunately, I think we all know there's no such thing as a lifetime warranty. Read the fine print on any lifetime warranty. You'll likely find a 1-year warranty. The claim is that you may buy parts at 50% discount after 1 year and repairs are not covered. What they do not tell you is that parts are marked up 50% over list price, so you actually are paying full retail for parts. Healthier4U Vending exceeds industry standards by offering a full 2-year warranty covering every single part of the machine for replacement. What is also important is the process to getting a machine repaired. It needs to be easy, effective, and prompt. The first step is call us. You've got our phone number, call us. You're part of the family. Call me personally. Call the office. If you think you're having a mechanical problem, many times we're able to walk a newer operator through a perceived mechanical issue. If we're not able to help you with a problem, we'll refer you to our manufacturer, the Wittern Group. Wittern has a dedicated help desk who will troubleshoot the issue and determine if parts need to be replaced. If parts need to be replaced, Wittern will order the parts and dispatch a repair person from a local facility to install the part and fix the issue. If you are under warranty, the repair cost is covered. If you're out of warranty, you cover the cost. It's that simple. I've owned Healthier4U machines since 2012, and I've never had a breakdown. Healthier4U Vending also has options for extended machine warranties. You can extend your machine warranty up to 5 additional years after the initial 2-year warranty has expired. The cost for extending the warranty is $200 per year per machine. The extended warranty is 100% coverage. There are no limitations. You are simply extending the existing warranty. Healthier4U Vending machines run so well and require so little maintenance that Healthier4U Vending has never sold an extended warranty to one of our customers. So starting a business, it's like a new beginning. I feel like it's a birth or a birth date. October 26th of 2012, that was my business debut. About 2:30 in the afternoon, it was a Friday. That day is when I placed my first Healthier4U machine and started my business. One of the first locations Healthier4U Vending found for me was the Arizona Sports Complex, a state-of-the-art athletic soccer facility. This location is huge. It has 2 indoor, full-size turf soccer fields and 1 outdoor field. The complex hosts practice and games for all ages, including premier adult leagues and professional games. As I mentioned, this location was found by our H4U locating team. In fact, the Arizona Sports Complex management, they were so excited to get healthy products vended on site, they said, So we're getting a healthy vending machine. You can put it right here, right up front where everybody walks by it. It was easy, simple, and profitable. This is Dbat. Dbat is another location H4U found for my business. This facility has high-tech indoor batting cages and is owned by a former Major League Baseball player. The business hosts clinics, team practices, and one-on-one instruction. The consumer base varies from college-level athletes to little league families, and the volume is extremely high. This profitable location was another one found by our Healthier4U locating team. Back in 2012, I started my business in Phoenix, Arizona, with 5 fantastic locations that grew businesses, and I grew that business to a 15-machine business, 15 machines on location. These machines continue to produce a fantastic profit as I continue to grow my business by reinvesting in more machines and more fantastic locations. So as time went by, life began to change for my wife and I. It happens, right? And sometimes that's just how it goes. Well, we needed some new scenery and decided to sell our home and move. That meant moving ourselves, moving our belongings, and our healthy vending business. I contacted Healthier4U and asked them what kind of assistance could they provide. I was planning to move to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Brian told me that I had some choices. He advised that I could sell the machines on location in Phoenix as a healthy vending route, or I could move the machines to Las Vegas, and Healthier4U Vending would find new locations for $500 per machine. Brian also said that each location they find for me comes with the 90-day location trial guarantee, so that if the machine underperforms, they will find another location free of charge. I thought that was fantastic. I developed a plan to start transitioning the business from Phoenix to Las Vegas, Nevada. I decided to sell a portion of my Healthier4U vending route in Phoenix. This allowed me to sell some older machines and repurchase new equipment. I decided to pull a portion of my machines off location, move them to from Phoenix to Las Vegas, where H4U would find new locations for them. The plan worked very well. I now have an established healthy vending route in Las Vegas that I plan to grow so I can hire an employee. That would be true passive income. Thanks to Healthier4U Vending, I successfully moved an entire business. When I decided on healthy vending as a business, I knew I chose the right business. In a very short time, Healthier4U Vending became innovators who set the bar high. Our founders, Brian and Del Swain, insisted on building American-made machines and developing a system of acquiring the best locations. That insistence on quality changed the entire industry. Before H4U entered the market, industry standards were low and have continued to stay low. Healthier4U Vending changed all that by exceeding industry standards and quickly becoming the healthy vending leader in quality and customer service. Fast forward to today, Healthier4U Vending has 500 affiliates, operating thousands of healthy vending machines on location nationwide. Healthier4U Vending is not the biggest company in the market, and that is by design. Big companies, they're slow, they're clunky, they have poor customer service, and have difficulties changing in a fast-paced business environment. A company who claims they are the biggest isn't necessarily the best. Healthier4U Vending is financially strong. The company owns its office building free and clear, and H4U has a running inventory of machines. That means your machines are already manufactured and will be white glove delivered to your new location. You don't have to wait for weeks to get your machine running because of slow manufacturing processes. Healthier4U Vending also has a perfect reputation. The company has an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau and has never once had a complaint. When you're an H4U affiliate and you get your business started, H4U enrolls you in a business tax program. Here's what I learned from this tax program during my first H4U training seminar. The company helped me organize my business structure, which is an LLC. Now, I qualify as an in-home business under the tax code. I was taught how to keep ironclad records of deductions, including square footage for my home office and food storage, and that covers portional deductions on my utilities, mortgage, maintenance, and repairs. I get to write off mileage, entertainment, overnight expenses, and meals. And the beauty of it is, because of the deductions and the correct estimated tax payments, I will not have a tax bill at the end of the year. And best of all, making more money. The business advice I got from Healthier4U is exactly what a new business owner needs, and it's a great refresher for a seasoned business owner. I love to share my experience with this because I know that you can benefit in some of the same ways that I have. So now that we know why Healthier4U Vending is a great company who leads the industry and that healthy vending is the next big opportunity, I want to jump into my favorite part of this presentation, and that's the operational portion of the business. I want to start with product. You probably have questions like, where does the product come from and how does this all work? Well, we have a national buyers group at the country's largest natural foods wholesaler called UNFI. They have 60,000 different products. We've chosen about 1,000 vendable products, and there are about 400 that we put into dedicated planograms for the machines. You may not be familiar with a planogram. It's a common term used in retail. Essentially, what it is a predetermined layout of all the products in the machine. This is an example of a planogram. From left to right, you see selections 10, 11, 12, and so on. The healthy snacks are on the top of the machine and on the top of the planogram, and as we move down, the beverages would be on the bottom of the planogram. The planogram can be changed to reflect exactly what you have in your healthy vending machine. Here's a sample of great products offered in my machines along with wholesale pricing and retail. So we've got Kind Bar. I think everybody's kind of heard of Kind Bar. I think you've probably heard of it. I first saw them in Starbucks. Being from Seattle, Starbucks is a daily routine for a lot of those folks, not me necessarily. But I do like their coffee, and I went in and I've seen those for years, and now they're a nationwide product that is well known. Kind Bars sell very well. $1.06 wholesale, $2.25 retail, with $1.19 profit. Pop chips, one of my favorite products. This flavor, which is an olive oil, lightly dressed olive oil pop chip product, tastes great. It's one of my favorite ones. It's making me hungry just sitting here right now. 47-cent cost, $1.50 retail with a $1.03 profit. Then we have Lenny and Larry's protein cookie. These are really good. This is a wholesale cost of $1.30 retail of $2.50 and a profit of $1.20. Moving along to the beverages, pretty exciting here. So we've got vitamin water, which is an electrolyte replacement product, a lot like Gatorade with a lot less sugar, 77-cent wholesale, $1.75 retail, 98-cent profit. Smart Water right next to it, same company. This is an electrolyte charged drinking water. It's crisp, clean tasting water. I really like this product. It's 87 cents wholesale, $2 retail, and a $1.13 profit. Muscle Milk there at the end. This is a protein supplement, meal replacement sometimes, post-workout drink, $2.35 wholesale, $5 retail, and $2.65 profit. So as you can see, Muscle Milk, the protein supplement, has a much higher retail. That higher retail produces a higher profit of $2.65 per vend. Historically, gross profits in traditional candy and soda vending are well under 80 cents per vend. Healthy vending is very different because the products have higher gross margins. Products like Muscle Milk can sell for $5 or more in a healthy vending machine. The ability to make considerably more money is unique to healthy vending and the types of products sold in healthy vending machines. What I want to do is show you the averages while removing the gross profit of the Muscle Milk. This will show a fair representation of what your profits can be. Then you can calculate how sales of higher price supplements in addition to regular sales can grow your gross profit. So the average wholesale cost of the items here, 90 cents each per vend. The average retail price, $2 each per vend. And remember, the average gross profit is $1.10 each per vend, and this excludes the Muscle Milk. Now let's put these averages into a format so we can get an idea of what the machines are going to sell on location. So as we look at this, across the top we have 15, 20, and 25, representing vends per day. And on the left, the number of machines producing those vends, 3, 5, 10, and 20. So 5 machines producing 20 vends per day is $123 in profitability. 10 machines with 15 vends would be $185 per day, and 20 producing 25 would be $617 per day in profitability. Again, this is gross profit less cost of goods. Average those same numbers to represent monthly sales. These averages are based on a 6-day week to keep the numbers conservative. The same 5 machines that produce 20 vends per day will bring in $3,221 per month in gross profit. 10 machines with 15 vends per day, $4,831, and 20 machines producing 25 average per day, $16,105 per month in gross profit. So let's multiply these figures by 12 months for some annual averages. The same 5 machines that produce 20 vends per day, $38,652, 10 machines with 15 vends, $57,979, and 20 machines producing 25 vends per day, $193,264, again, in gross profit. The 15, 20, and 25 are vends per day. Keep in mind, Healthier4U Vending finds the locations for your machines. So the company has to deliver on locations that will produce sales. Also remember that we have removed the muscle milk protein supplement from these averages and are basing the model on a 6-day week for a conservative result. These numbers are not arbitrary guesstimates. I've started myself with locations that produced an average of, say, 10 vends per day, and I've worked with those locations to bring in the right products, sample the consumers, and build those locations to a 20 vend per day machine. Realistically, there are locations that produce between 75 and 130 vends per day. Those locations exist. We're presenting realistic and replicatable numbers for you to predicate your business on. With the numbers I presented you, you'll be looking at a 5 to 9% per month return on investment. This is a 16 to 24 month payback on an investment of 5 machines. The best part about it is that you'll spend an average of 1 hour per week per machine to manage this business. This isn't like a retail establishment where you will have to be there and run the cash register, manage employees. The typical retail location is open 12 to 16 hours per day every single day, and that's just a lot of time. This business does not require that kind of time because it's considered passive income. This business is simple. Keep the machine stocked and clean with a relevant product selection, and the machines will merchandise and collect money while you're not there. This is what appeals so much to me about healthy vending. Now, I'm going to show you a spreadsheet. Our company developed this spreadsheet as a way to build a business planning tool that focuses on profitability based on vends per day. Please follow along because you will be receiving this spreadsheet in your email very shortly, and I'll show you how to use it. So let's scroll down and go over here to the right in the purple. Here you see investment levels, $31,050 all the way up to $168,000. So what I did is I took 5 machines and I inputted on the left in the blue over here. That's where I started and put $46,975 in the investment line because that's the package price. As we move down, you can see here freight is included. This means the machines are shipped direct from the factory to the location that H4U finds for that machine and white glove delivered. This service is included. That shows a total investment of $46,975. In the single blue field, we're going to input, it's already in there, 15 vends per day as an estimate. You can input any number you want. At 15 vends per day, see the calculations on the right in the green. From the top down, the estimated monthly profit is $2,265.66. The estimated annual profit per machine, $5,437.57. Multiply that figure by 5 and your annual is $27,187.87, and your first year ROI is 58%. Your estimated 5-year cash payback is $135,939.36. Your estimated annual ROI is 289%. So this is all calculated and predicated on the number put in the blue vends per day box up here. Okay, you can actually do cash flow forecasts for these machines that are really accurate. Let me show you how to do that. So let's go up to the blue vends per day box where I'm at here, and we'll punch in 20, hit enter. You see how the numbers change. That jumps the monthly profit to $3,047.52 with an annual of $7,314.06 with an estimated 78% first-year ROI or 389% on a 5-year return on investment. So you can input any number you want to see what the machines are going to produce in sales and profitability. This is all simple math, and here's where this all comes from. So let's go down here to the bright green boxes. You can see here we have total week sales per machine. That's 140 vends. All right, and below that, 602 vends for the month, multiplied by 5 machines is 3,033 vends for the month, predicated on a 50% drink and snack mix, which is going to be right here. So let me explain this to you. So in reality, you're going to sell more drinks than snacks, and drinks will have a slightly higher margin than snacks. For conservative purposes, we use just a 50-50 formula, 50% sales in snacks, 50% sales in drinks. So to keep it conservative there. So in the orange boxes are the assumed retail and the assumed wholesale prices okay, of the drinks and snacks. So moving down, we have commission to location if you have it, labor costs if you're factoring it, and insurance costs and tax collection if you're collecting it. Input those numbers, and they will show you the cash payback up in the green boxes, okay? So you're probably wondering where this assumed wholesale and retail price points for the product come from. Well, I'm going to show you. So down here on the bottom of the spreadsheet, you can click the product tab, product samples right there, see? And it will come up with descriptions, unit costs, and retails and everything you need to know about the product. So I'm going to highlight here Arnold Palmer Iced Tea. This is a 16-ounce bottle, 46-cent unit cost, $1.50 retail, 69% margin, and $1.04 profit. All of your beverages will average out as we scroll down here in the middle of the spreadsheet in this orange area, okay? And then those numbers for the snacks will average out down here. And what happens to those is they will feed up to the front page of the first tab of the spreadsheet where we were, and they will calculate in the green. So we will be emailing this spreadsheet to you in Microsoft Excel format. You will be able to operate the spreadsheet the same way I did, and you can go through the product list and change wholesales, retail price points based on what you may be able to buy in your area. Los Angeles, for example, may have higher retails than, say, Phoenix, Arizona. We're basing these retails on what averages are for the U.S. You can modify these numbers, and this spreadsheet is a great way to do cash flow projections for future locations or even for machines you already have on location. You can input what you have in that machine and the information updates. It's a great form to utilize even when you're in the business like I am. So please look for this form and other downloads in your email after this webinar. The email I'm sending you is titled The Next Step to Start a Healthy Vending Business. When you open this email, please look for the download buttons, click the buttons, and the forms will download. If you don't see this email in your inbox, it could be in your spam folder. Or if you use Gmail and do not see the email in your primary inbox, click the promotions tab and it will be in there. If you don't see the email at all, please contact us. Contact me directly. The spreadsheet is a great tool and I really want to make sure that you get it. So this is the end of my portion of this presentation. Thank you very much for logging on and learning about my experience with Healthier4U Vending. Please take a minute to write down any operator questions you may have, and I'll be sticking around for the question and answers session. So please welcome back Mr. Brian Swain, who will take the presentation from here. Brian?
Thanks, Jeff. Fantastic presentation. Always love to hear your part of the webinar. Always exciting to see how you got your business going and everything. So thanks again for coming on and doing it. Now, what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do with you guys now, is we're going to jump in and we're going to talk about the operations of the business and kind of some of the company stuff, how everything actually all fits together and comes together to make this whole thing work. And obviously the first part of that we're going to discuss is going to be locations. Now, locations, that can be, and that is, a huge factor in any business, of course. We here at Healthier4U Vending understand this maybe more than most. We have a team of our own in-house location experts that find locations all over the country. We do not contract this incredibly important part of both of our businesses to an outside agency. We do it in-house ourselves. First and foremost, you should understand we are the only healthy vending company that offers real guaranteed locations for every machine sold. We offer this service to ensure that our affiliates actually get up and run this business and see future growth. Now, we've been at this for just over 7 years now. We've built relationships with some amazing companies. We've learned to do this business inside and out, and that's huge. That's what's really important to make this whole business go, right? Now, I hear other companies talking about training you to do your own locating or having you do it yourself. However, I can't figure out how they can even offer the service, or somewhat like the service, I guess I would say, or they want someone else to do it. It doesn't make any sense. We relish the opportunity to place your machines and build our amazing portfolio of locations working with you. We need to make sure that our affiliates have all the opportunities that we can give them to not just survive in the business, but to thrive in the business long term. Now, our location program is pretty simple, really. After you finalize your purchase agreement with us, we actually start locating right away. So even before you get to training, we're already working on that. We put together a program catered to fit you specifically, and then we work with you to find out what you know about your local area. It might be actual location ideas, geographic constraints, areas that we should or should not target. And then we reach out to some of the companies and organizations that we already work with to get a pen-to-paper commitment to allow an H4U machine into their facility. Then we train you to do an on-site inspection. Then it's up to you to reject or accept the site for whatever reasons. Our objective is to build your business using your input combined with our expertise to build the best fit for you. Even after the machines are on location, you have 90 days to evaluate the site. So that's an operational guarantee. It's not just a guarantee saying there's going to be X amount of people at the location or whatever. It's better than that. We actually want to see how the site operates. So you get the opportunity to operate the site for 90 days. And then if for whatever reason you want us to find another location for that machine, we will find another site to move that machine. It's that simple and foolproof. We want successful sites for our affiliate network because it builds future business for both of us. Now, our location portfolio is amazing. We're so proud of what we've accomplished here in this industry. We don't have to talk generically about what it might be like to have amazing sites or talk about generic sites at all. Granted, we have over 3,000 machines on location now, and I simply can't recall those sites, but I can share a few live, real operational sites to show you the variety and the potential of what we do here at Healthier4U Vending. These are the Mandarin hotels. There's just 7 properties located here in the United States, and we're proud to service 3 of them already. Mandarin Hotels is committed to healthy options for their employees, and now we give them that opportunity 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with our equipment. We work with numerous other high-end hotel chains, including the Four Seasons, Ritz-Carlton, W Hotels, in addition to the more familiar properties we've all stayed at, like Marriott's, Hilton's, Omni's, Westin's, Holiday Inn's, and numerous others as well. We also target all the big-name gyms and workout facilities and the lesser-known ones as well, 24-hour Gold's, EOS, City, Anytime Fitness, Powerhouse gyms, and many, many independent ones as well. Here you're looking at the YMCA up in Rockford, Illinois, which is a perfect example of a great site for our operator up there. YMCAs for years have had traditional vending, and they've recently made the shift nationwide to bring in more healthy options for their clientele, and the market just continues to grow. Now, in addition to sites like this, we also target companies with wellness programs and initiatives like these two. You've heard about these guys, the Kawasaki manufacturing plant up in Nebraska. We placed machines here as part of a contract to replace the junk food machines as the education and market continues to shift away from poor choices. Kawasaki is not alone. We're also proud to be partners with Gulfstream Aircraft down in Georgia. Another site secured as part of the shift company-wide toward healthier options for employees. Now, we also target some of the kind of obvious sites, right? Like this one makes sense. Schools. Schools can be fantastic sites. Here you're looking at the Booker T. Washington High School in Texas. This is one of the top-rated football programs in the country. These kids even have an ESPN show during the season. It's been a great high-profile site for our local affiliate down there. Now, we work with both public and private schools all over the country. Now, when those kids move into college, well, we try to be there as well. We work with universities and colleges as well. One of the institutions that I love to talk about is, you've heard about this one, I'm sure, the West Point Military Academy. This is an amazing world-class facility that now has our healthy vending machines on campus. The fact is we do a lot of business with the U.S. military. We service about 40 other U.S. military installations. In fact, they've entrusted us with Fort Knox. Now, I don't know if there's any gold in there, but I do know there's Healthier4U vending machines, so at least that's a start, right? Now, something I want to mention that most companies don't even understand is this. In order to submit a bid to the U.S. military, you need to have been in the business for at least a year, and in some cases as many as 6 years. With Healthier4U Vending, the military routinely waives this restriction because they know that we provide the best trained affiliates and best equipment to service their sites. That's what I call verification and validation of training and machine quality. Even the U.S. military knows we provide the best. Now, one more site I want to share just because it's fun. It's kind of nice to look at, right? A lot of colors and everything. We also have machines at the world-famous Rose Bowl. That's right. Now, I can't show every location we have, of course. But who else even has a portion of the location portfolio? Well, I can answer that. In healthy vending, nobody does. These are locations that our size and experience allow us to go toe-to-toe and sometimes in partnership with companies like Coke and Pepsi to obtain. I don't think a new operator of 5 or 10 machines has the time or the resources or the ability to get these types of sites, and that's why we do the process. We want to get productive sites for our affiliate network. No other company can even come close to comparing to our proven results. Now, we get into smaller locations as well. We know what it takes to get machines into all sorts of sites. However, it should be noted that Jeff's talked about machine quality. This should really prove beyond a shadow of a doubt our machines are ultra high quality and made to service high volume, high profile sites like this. They're workhorses. We could not put low quality machines into these types of sites. Our name and logos all over the machine. If we had technicians and constant mechanical issues, the machine's taking people's money, that kind of a thing, we surely would not be there. And we certainly wouldn't have the amazing reputation that we do in the market. We're not just talking about quality. We're offering you tangible proof with just a glimpse at our amazing location portfolio. Now, once you approve a location, you go out and you do a site inspection, you sign off. Well, then what happens? Well, our plan is not to put a bunch of machines in your garage and see what happens next. That's not a very good business plan. No. In fact, we ship directly from the factory to the location where we do a white glove installation. We send out a crew with the right equipment and the right tools to get the machines installed and set up for you at the location. So they drop it into final position. All you got to do at that point is literally plug it in. They haul away all the packing materials and debris that the machine comes loaded up with. So you don't even have to deal with that. So you say, okay, well, so what happens next? Got the machine dropped into final position. What do I do next? How do I get it up and running, programmed, all that stuff? Well, that's what we do here in Las Vegas. We actually run you through a 2-day training program teaching you how to operate your business. This is, after all, a business, not a hobby. As soon as you finalize your purchase agreement with us, we actually set in motion a series of tasks and tools to help you obtain before you even get in here. Licensing, corporate structure picked out, bank accounts opened, EIN numbers established, location evaluations, even your insurance needs are addressed. That's before you even get in here. Then once you get here, we go through in detail the setup of your business and answer any questions you might have during what should be the final stages of getting it set up. Then we move into running your business, including the tax benefits and the basics, buying products, setting up the accounts with the buyers group, setting up the remote access features on the machines. We even touch on the food basics of what is healthy and how to talk to a wellness provider and terminology that they expect and understand. We know that when you leave training, you have the knowledge to represent yourself as a professional in this industry. We want you to walk into that location evaluation with the same vocabulary and terminology that we use with the locations to continue the conversation with them. It's about being part of a larger family, part of a national brand. So we also provide you the tools that you need to do just that as well. Business cards, brochures, all the related materials. It's about becoming a professional in this industry and part of the Healthier4U Vending team and family. And this all represents and accomplishes this. We want you to leave here ready to launch your new business without delays or unnecessary hesitations. Now, we also get into, during training, the nuts and bolts of running equipment, teaching you to load and program the machines, also basic maintenance issues, and assorted useful information. We get you into a position that when you walk into your first location, you know what to do, how to get the machine loaded and producing without a 6-hour install, tons of phone calls to us, and problems. We avert all of that by giving you the hands-on time with the equipment that you need. Then we teach you to communicate with the machines remotely, accessing the information the machines put out about sales and inventory, you know, what has been sold, what is selling, what the machine needs, and most importantly, when it needs it. We teach you to disseminate all that information so you can operate the business efficiently. Then we even jump into business taxes. For those of you that this is your first business, it is a real eye-opening program to help you understand the tax system like a professional. Everything from turning what are now just bills, like your cell phone, cable bill, even car payment, fuel, and maintenance, into tax savings. We set you up with the Ron Mueller tax program that enables you to maximize your deductions and really understand the system, how the system works, to ensure that you get all the benefits that you have rightly earned as an operator out there. As a business owner, these things are out there, and we teach you to take advantage of that. Penny saved is a penny earned, right? And you will learn all about that during the training. Okay, so now you know what happens at training. So you say, well, where does all of this take place? Well, of course, it takes place right here in wonderful Las Vegas, Nevada. We put you up at the Palace Station Hotel, which is newly renovated. They did a great job over there. Went through that thing top to bottom. It's spectacular. You're going to love it. Now, even after a long day of training on Thursday night, we actually take you out to dinner as well. The entire H4U crew goes, all the affiliates go, and it's a great time for you to actually get to network, meet all the other affiliates and the team members, and really get to do a little socializing. So that's actually a lot of fun, and always my favorite part of training. It's a really good time. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. So we go through all of that here in Las Vegas, of course. And then you've got Saturday checkouts available to you as well. So if you want to get in a little bit of vacation, a little recreation before you get home, we encourage you to do it, because when you get home, it's going to be time to get those inventory on order, get the business spun up, and get ready to rock and roll in this business. All right, so everything's sounding fantastic so far, right? So you say, okay, this all looks good. But how does this all price out? Well, pretty straightforward. We've got the 3-machine package at $31,050. Now, as you start moving forward in package size, the machine price drops. So notice there, they drop all the way down to $93.95 per unit from $10.3. So you save yourself pretty substantially as you start adding more equipment. So the 5-machine package is total price of $46,975. Then when you get to the 10 level, it drops all the way down to $88.95 per unit, giving you $88,950. Then the rock bottom price of $8,400 per unit, 20 times, gives you $168,000. Now, keep in mind when you're evaluating price points, this is all-inclusive pricing. This includes everything we've talked about. We've talked about the machines, obviously. We've talked about the location services. We've talked about the training stuff. All this stuff is built into it, so that's all built in. You're not going to get a bunch of line item ads or secondary invoices or secondary contracts, anything like that. Everything is built in. So you say, okay, that all looks pretty good. What's the next thing I'm going to do?
It's time to pick out which training you're going to go for this year. All right, so as you can see by the schedule here, we run trainings about every 4 to 6 weeks, depending on the month and all of that. But we have combined a couple of them this year as we shift from the back sides of the month to the early in the month and jump over holidays, that kind of a deal. So pay attention to that as you're looking for your to book a training date. You want to make sure that you're aware of exactly what they are. Now, it's not difficult to do. Just let your point of contact know which training date you're looking at, and we'll get you penciled into that class, and we'll get all the paperwork and everything like that finished off, and then you're set to come to that training. So it's not a difficult process to get started.
Now, one of the things that it's a big advantage to you as well is once you finalize a deal, and that's essentially how you're going to, finalize your training and all of that, is you're going to basically get everything paid for, all the paperwork in, all that's done, because we can't afford to have anybody not showing up to training with such a limited class size. So everything's got to be totally completed beforehand. But the big advantage of that as well is that actually gives us an opportunity to get started finding locations for your machines. That's a big part of it. The process takes time to find sites. So use that upfront time to your advantage and get us to work as soon as possible. Once everything is finalized, we start working on building your route right away. I really recommend that you get a deal completed a full 30 days in advance to give us that time, as much time as possible, because we want you to come to training, and right behind training, we want you to start doing site inspections, get your product on order, all that stuff, and really make it like a seamless flow as machines start landing within a few weeks of the training, and we just continue through that process. So take advantage of that time. A lot of times people think, well, there's a training date, I'm going to kind of screw around and wait. This year we can't do it, so you need to make sure that you're booked in advance. Now you say, okay, so what's the next step in the process? I want to move this thing down the road, right? Well, that's simple. Just reach out to your point of contact, let them know which training date and which package you're interested in. We're going to send you a complete purchase contract for you to review. Sorry about that, tongue-tied. Detailing everything we provide and how the entire process works. It's a simple read, and we back up everything we say here in the webinar in writing. Look it over, and if everything is good to move forward, then sign it off and we're in business. It's a simple contract, only takes about 10 minutes to read the entire thing. If you have questions, let us know, right? Let your point of contact know, and they can schedule a meeting with myself or my father, and we can discuss the details with you. So you can get this business up and running very quickly. It's very painless. We keep it simple and painless for a reason. We want you to focus on operating and eventually expanding your route. It's really that simple. Now, when my father and I founded this company in 2011, we had a simple objective: to help people become entrepreneurs and get more out of the life they are living. I know that sounds hyperbolic, but it's true. We want to give people the opportunity to work for themselves, spend more time with family while putting your money to work. This might be your first time as a business owner, or maybe you've done it many times. However, we want to help you achieve whatever it is you seek to accomplish with this business. When I first researched this industry, I knew it was the perfect vehicle for this task, because vending is such a massive industry. It has almost an endless market cap, and the concept is super easy for anyone to understand. There are millions of customers every day who use vending machines out there, and there's little competition when it comes to vending healthier options. We designed this entire company around what it makes it easy for you and I to succeed together. It's simple. It's all about machine quality and locations. I deliver those things to you, and you will continue to expand your route into the future. It's that simple. We have over 500 previous H4U affiliates that have proven that this is a tried and true business model. And the machine is designed not to just look good, but to produce at a high level. I enjoy being an entrepreneur, and I've been an entrepreneur my entire life, but I'm offering you something that I've never had, a team of experts to help you launch your business. There are companies out there in vending that proclaim to have the same machine quality, same type of locating program, which I would argue is not even close when comparing, but either way, nobody offers you a comparable team of experts like we have assembled here to support your business. Don't go with unproven leaders and half-baked copycat companies. Go with the company that's changed the entire industry by doing it right. We are that company. I would compare my 20 years of being an entrepreneur, our custom manufactured machines, or the location program that we have created specifically for you to anyone in this industry. There is no company that can compare when it comes to the results. We are the chosen provider for the United States military, countless schools and universities, and even major corporations now. Nobody can claim to have that kind of depth on location history because nobody's developed machines that can serve that purpose. Now, join us in the question and answer portion of the webinar and ask us whatever questions you might have. We're here for as long as you want, and we're going to answer these questions for you right here, right now. Now, before I get started, I need to upload a document, need to get this spreadsheet uploaded. This is the one that Jeff was working with. So let me find it here and get it uploaded, and then we're going to get to your questions. Okay, let me grab my handset here and we'll get this going. So that document's uploaded now. You should see it there on the right-hand side. Now, also on the right-hand side of the screen is a little button that says questions. Click on that. Should open up a keypad. You can punch in your questions and they'll pop up on my screen over here and I'll read them out and answer them for everyone's benefit. So don't be shy about sending me those questions. Looks like we got a couple in there. So let's see what we've got. All right, first one is, how much do locations charge for rent? That's a good question. Now, locations don't typically charge rent. The only time you see that is going to be like a mall or something of that nature, and those are kind of phasing out. Those aren't really the locations we're chasing down most of the time. But what you will get are locations that have a revenue share. That's the terminology we use. So a percentage of the gross sales of the machine go to the locations is the benefit to having the machine there on site. Now, how much do you pay? Typically between 5 and 10%. The scale, essentially, is pretty straightforward. It's on a sliding scale. $0 to $500, you pay nothing. $501 to $999, you pay the 5%. $1,000 a month in gross sales, you'll pay the 10%. Now, these types of locations are going to be gyms, workout facilities, schools, universities, etc. These are what we call, or what I call anyway, the boardwalk park place locations, right? These are your top tier sites. Now, a lot of times people think, oh man, I don't want to pay a portion of my, profits to the location. That's going to make it less profitable. Absolutely not. And let me explain to you why. These locations, you really don't pay anything. You actually make more money. Simply because in this business, prices move in increments of 25 cents. Okay, so let's say that you're in a location. It's a solid location, but you got to be price competitive. All right, so your smart waters, let's say, are in there for $1.50, $1.75. Well, when you go into a gym or workout facility, one of those boardwalk park place type locations, you're going to actually charge a premium for that product. So you're not going to sell it for the same price and then simply pay that percentage. The reality is you're going to be selling it for probably $2.25 to $2.50. So that's quite a bit more. That's 75 cents more than you're selling at some of your other locations. So now, sure, you're paying 25 cents in commission, so to speak, to the location, but you're actually still netting another 25 cents on top of that. So you're actually getting more for the product because you're in those high volume, high traffic sites. So it's not a bad thing. A lot of times people think, oh, that's a bad thing when we're in those locations. Absolutely not. This is one of those situations that you want to be in a rev share site because you're actually going to make more money because the product sells for a premium. Now, the other type of location you've got, these are locations that essentially a rev share. It's not that it's not interesting to them. It's just not enough money to really change their way of life much. Like as an example, we do Mandarin and Waldorf Astoria hotels. We do a lot of those big facilities, Ritz-Carlton, et cetera. Simply put, if we came in and said, hey, we could pay you, $100 a month or $125 a month or something if this machine gets humming, that's just really not going to interest them. You're talking about a several $100 million facility. We're talking about $125 a month. It's not going to pay the power bill. No one's going to retire on this. It's just not going to do it. But when we talk to those locations, we come in and we talk about the benefits for their employees. They got 700-800 employees there. They don't have any compliance with their wellness policy outside of the cafeteria. All their snacking options are poor, their junk food machines, that kind of a thing.
That's what we're going to talk to them about. We're going to say, look, you've got all these employees. They want, they're incentivized and they want to make the healthy choice, but they don't have any healthy options outside of the cafeteria. And the cafeteria is not open all the time. So that's where we step in and take care of that snacking and drinks and those off hours of meals. So that's where they say, hey, the benefits are substantial. Their employees eat better, they perform better, less sick days, less temporary employees coming in to fill those voids, ultimately leading to the holy grail, lower insurance premiums. That's the big one. That's what really gets them looking, because they realize for keeping those people healthy lowers their overall outgoing costs. That's a lot more money than $125 a month or whatever, and that's what they're interested in. All right. Next one is, are you able to generate your own leads for vending locations? Yeah, absolutely. When we talk about our locating program, it is, and maybe I don't use this word enough, it's a collaboration between you and our location team to find you locations that you want and that are in your area that you're going to service. Because again, we don't want to simply just be throwing out locations. You're like, it's too far, I don't like it, this, that, that. We want to know literally, where do the kids go to school? What do they do after school? Do they go to a bounce facility? Are they members of the cheer club? Whatever it might be. We want to target those locations that you're already going by several times a week, because then for you, it's going to be super easy to service. There's going to be no real cost of you to go out there and service it. You're already in the area. You're already in that neck of the woods, and you're going to take better care of those locations, because that's important for us as well. We want to make sure that you like the route that we build for you, because our name's on that machine too. That's our reputation, right? So we don't want to put machines out there that people don't take care of because they're like, it's in the other part of town. I don't generally go over there, whatever. So again, you're working with our location team. You're providing as much detail as we can get, actual locations, actual, sites. You say, hey, I'm not just, do I want a school, but I want this school. I want that private school. I happen to know the principal. Here's their name, whatever. We want as much detail as you can give us, because ultimately we want to build a route that fits you, not us, not my team. We want to build it that fits you. So keep that in mind. This is definitely a collaboration. So yeah, you're going to be involved in that process top to bottom. Absolutely. All right, next questions, good questions. All right, next one is, how do you think the new normal will impact this business model? I'm concerned about gyms and et cetera. And I'm assuming you're talking about COVID, right? The new post-pandemic world. Absolutely, that's a game changer for a lot of locations. Vending, not so much. I like to use the formal name for vending post-COVID, automated retail. That's what we do. We're in the business of selling products without human intervention, right? There's a machine there that's going to provide that function, so it's contactless. It's, people aren't dealing with other people, etc. So it really simplifies that whole situation. Now, we've been doing this for 9 years, so we've been singing the merits of not having employees and all the benefits to the business owners, but to the consumer, it wasn't really an issue until now. It is an issue where they're like, hey, I don't want to deal with, another person. I don't want somebody breathing on my food or whatever it might be. Well, the machines, obviously, they take care of that. The machines have got the product sanitized behind glass. There's no one there. And again, from the benefit of the business owner, you don't have employees, or machines calling in sick, scared to go into work, that kind of a thing. The machines are just there. They do their job. They work on holidays, 24 hours a day, 365. Back early in this business, we used to talk about the machine like it was an employee, and it really is an employee. And they're your best employees. They do their job. They don't complain. They don't call in sick. They don't prefer the unemployment this time of year, that kind of thing, or this time of the crisis. So that is a big benefit as well. But again, the world is going to change for sure. But again, it's not necessarily a bad thing. In vending, we're all about density of people, but not super high density. You've got a lot of gyms now that are going to start pulling out juice bars and that kind of a thing, because the juice bar, that was kind of a nice ad. It was kind of a nice value add for the memberships there. But the reality is, the juice bars are not in the business to sell juice. That was a value added thing. That was something that there's, hey, we can make a few bucks, maybe people like it, but nobody's joining the gym for the juice bar. You know what I mean? They're joining the gym for equipment. They're joining the gym now for, safety, right? They don't want super high density. Well, that real estate that the juice bar is built on, I have a feeling you're going to see that juice bar come out a lot of those locations, because it's now more valuable to space out equipment, because, they're in a building. The building's, say, 20,000 square feet. Juice bar's taking up, say, 700 square feet or whatever. Well, now they take that juice bar out. They've got more equipment more room for equipment, which is what they do. They're trying to sell memberships. right? So that actually creates demand for vending because, again, small square footage used for retail value. So we've got a very small footprint, high density of sales, and again, there's no human involved, so that's a positive in today's world. So gyms, yeah, you're definitely going to see that change a little bit, but again, I don't think for the worse. It's going to actually change for the better. Any locations, you could have call centers, you could have whatever. Everybody's going to lower their employee density per square foot, which is a good thing because now instead of having one office with 1,000 people in it, they might spread those people out and have 3 offices, with 300 and change in there. They might go to 4 offices and have 250 in there or whatever. So they spread those people around because they want that lower density for the square footage, which for us is great because now all of a sudden locations where they had 1,000 employees under one roof before, and they had a cafeteria and maybe a micro market because of that high density. Well, now that density drops. So now all of a sudden it doesn't make sense to have a cafeteria for the employees or a micro market. Now they're going to go right back to vending because they're going to say, hey, that's where the sweet spot is for 200-300 employees is going to be for vending. It's not going to be micro markets and cafeterias and that kind of a thing. So that's actually going to start creating locations for us because the world is going to go lower density. So, again, it's not always, you've got to, I guess, make lemonade out of lemons, they say, right? And this will be kind of a byproduct. And again, the new normal world, everyone's thinking health. Everyone's thinking wellness, and people are thinking, humanless, retail. That's what we do. So we're kind of, I guess, ahead of the curve on that, so to speak. I mean, and not something that we planned for. Essentially, was, hey, let's go in the vending business because we think a pandemic's coming. But again, we're already there. We've already got the business essentially worked out as far as that goes. So now you're seeing the marketplace kind of respond to that, and I think we'll see that actually increase. All right, so next question. Again, if you got any follow-ups to these questions, feel free just to shoot them in here. We got a pretty good list coming in so far. All right, so the next one is how much time does it take to service a healthy vending route? Well, that's a good question, and that's probably one that I'm going to hand off to Jeff. So, Jeff, you want to take that over and tell us how much time it takes for you to run your route?
I'd be happy to, Brian. Thanks for throwing that question over to me. So many factors exist in calculating the time needed to service your route. By servicing your route, I mean driving to the location, wiping the machine down in order to keep it clean and looking good. I mean, nobody wants to buy food and drink out of a dirty machine, right? And then filling the machine, collecting the cash, and ensuring the machine is operating properly. This takes a minimal amount of time. However, you also want to calculate time for buying product, sorting the product for each machine, and packing it for delivery. You also want to set aside time for light bookkeeping and administrative tasks, like making bank deposits, which is always fun to do, and ordering product online as well. All in all, it takes about, I would say, 1 hour per machine per week to operate the entire business. Brian, another common question I get a lot when I speak to people on the phone is, where do we get the food and beverage resell in the healthy vending machine? And that's a real important question. We talked about it a little bit in the webinar. Healthier4U Vending is not a distributor of food and beverage. That's real important to remember. So your purchases will be outsourced, and that's great because that gives you the best opportunity to get the lowest wholesale prices and choose the right products for your customers. In the webinar, I mentioned a company by the name of UNFI, also known as United Natural Foods Incorporated. UNFI has a great variety and is a fantastic distributor to utilize. However, there are others like Europa Sports, which is a sports supplement distributor, Vistar, Amazon.com, especially if you're a Prime member and can utilize the free shipping. Don't forget about Costco, Sam's Club, and for those of you on the East Coast, BJ's. Now, Sam's Club, they will actually pick the online order for you. It'll have it ready curbside so you can pick it up. Costco is now offering free delivery to your home. You can buy product wherever you like, and that's really important because what's most important is you stock the items your customers keep coming back for. One of those products for my customers is Noji. Noji is a cookies and cream meal replacement, snack replacement bar. It tastes great. It's non-GMO. It's gluten-free, and it has a great high profit margin. It's got a high retail as well at $8. Brian?
Yeah, absolutely, Jeff. Fantastic answer.
I'm sorry, Brian.
I got a couple more here, too.
Brian. I got to go back. Sure. I said $8 on that. It's actually $5 retail on that, not $8. My mistake. Sorry about that.
Oh, well, I thought you were marking it up a little much there, but, I was going with it. I was like, man, I don't know where he's at, but all right, I'll go with it. All right, well, I got a couple more questions that they've sent in that have to do with product The next one is, it's essentially a product question. It says, how much space do I need to store the beverages? And then kind of the last product one that I'm seeing there is, do I need any kind of a specialty vehicle, you know, a van or something like that? So since we're talking, we got you on the products. Why don't you go ahead and run through those for us?
Sure, I'd be happy to. So we'll go with the first one. How much space do I need to store food and beverage? Normally, space would be something you may have to consider, you know, with most automated vending businesses, but not really a whole lot with Healthier4U Vending and the Healthier4U Vending machine. And it all comes down to inventory control. And Greenlight, the onboard vending inventory system, takes care of all that for you. Think of it much like a grocery store. The product is ordered from the distributor. It's scanned into inventory and then placed on the shelf for sale. When the product is sold, it's scanned at the cash register and taken out of inventory. Then when the product is running low, it is reordered and placed on the shelf again. Therefore, storing product isn't really all that necessary. I buy product, sort the product for delivery according to what Greenlight reports needed refilled. Then I deliver the product and will store maybe 3 to 5 mixed cases in my closet at home after completing my deliveries. It's pretty easy to do. So normally you wouldn't need extra space for product. Now there are times where I found product maybe that is really low price. Like sometimes my local grocery store will run vitamin water really, really low priced, lower than what I can buy it elsewhere. And I'll go to the manager and I'll ask to buy several cases. And so I might want to do that and give myself a little raise. It's summertime. I want to, buy products at a better price and sell them at regular retail and making a little bit more money. So if you've got the space, that's always a good thing to do as well. Now, the next question you said was, Brian, do I need a special delivery vehicle like a van or truck, I think is what I heard you say. And the answer is no, because Greenlight is so accurate. Accounting for your inventory, you're able to deliver exactly what your machines require to be completely stocked. You buy exactly what you need when you need it, and that will account for a lot less space needed for delivery. I started with 5 machines, and I delivered using my Cadillac CTS. I did that by hauling product to my locations in the backseat of my car and my trunk. Now I have a Jeep Grand Cherokee. However, my relief delivery person, he drives a Ford Focus. It's a really small car. So because of this fantastic technology, the business is a fit for any living situation or lifestyle. Brian?
All right, perfect. I got one more for you here, and this one it's just pretty straightforward. It says, are there any restrictions on what products are allowed in the machines?
Oh, okay. Yeah, great question. You know, it's really common sense. If you can buy it from a junk food machine, it typically just doesn't belong in a healthy machine, right? So we're in the health and wellness business. We're in the healthy or healthier product vending. However, it's important to understand that it all depends on where your machines are placed. And by that, I just don't mean actual location, but also region. It matters where you're located. San Diego, California is going to require different types of food and beverage than, say, Omaha, Nebraska. So different lifestyles equal different products. There are 0 restrictions on the number of healthier products you can stock in your machines. There's thousands and thousands of them available.
Yeah, and I'll kind of follow that one up with you as well. Is one of the things is you're going to be putting regional product in there as well. We walk you through this during the training, but you're going to actually be using stuff that's local. It's got local brand recognition. It's something that's available maybe there in Denver or maybe down here in Las Vegas or Miami or whatever. And you're going to use those localized products. So again, we're not going to restrict what products you can put in the machine, and it would be almost impossible to come up with like an approved list. There's going to be kind of common sense dictates, like Jeff was saying. If you're putting junk food in the machines or whatever, you're not going to see success with it. It just is what it is. Junk food machines are not where the market's at. That's not where the revenue's at. You're not going to see the sell-throughs to hit your numbers. And it's kind of a self-policing deal. If people put junk food, they're coming out of the business eventually because they're not going to make the money that they want. So you're going to put a lot of different products in there, but again, it's going to be healthy stuff. It's going to be regional, and it's going to fit. Like, Jeff was saying, like San Diego, you got like mushrooms and seaweed in there. Almost literally, I'm telling you that. But, I always joke and pick on Georgia. I say Savannah, Georgia, if it's not deep fried, right, then it's healthy. So again, you've got to cater to your clientele. But I just kind of want to follow that up, Jeff. But I thought you did a great job there.
Well, thank you.
All right. Let's jump to the next one. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks, Jeff. All right. So the next one is, can you buy used machines? Yes, you can. You can buy used equipment. We actually even have used equipment. This is something that we build into the program because, again, vending for us is very long-term, commitment. It goes down the road. You're going to be in this business 10, 20 years or whatever the equipment is. So, if you want to get out of the business or you want to sell it at whatever time, we actually have a brokerage program that will actually sell your equipment for you. We'll try and find an owner-operator that can run the route, take it over for you. We charge a brokerage fee. It's very reasonable and just makes sense. So, of course, those opportunities are available to you is to buy that equipment. Obviously, it's somewhat of a discount normally. And those situations we make available only to our existing affiliate network simply because we don't want to sell used equipment to somebody that they haven't been through the training, they don't really understand what to expect from the equipment, etc. So we only do it with once an operator season. But yeah, absolutely, it's an opportunity that you can utilize in the future. And we even handle that stuff. We handle all the paperwork and everything, so it's not like you have to meet anybody in an alley and exchange a sack of cash for vending machine keys or anything. We take care of it for you. So we do it pretty simply. But again, reach out to your point of contact. Ask them. They know what's out there, because we have these, internal communication memos and such. And in there, you'll see, or they'll see exactly what we've got for sale. And they can always, call the office and find out if there's something they should know about an area. But feel free to reach out to your point of contact and just ask them. Say, hey, you know what? I was thinking about buying 5. Maybe I could stretch and buy 5 used ones as well if I can get a deal on that. Typically, used equipment's going to be about $5,000 to $6,000 per machine, depending on the situation. And that also is going to have to do with locating as well. Are they on location? What do they produce for sales? But that's typically what you're going to be looking at. So, keep in mind, it's something. Reach out to your point of contact, ask them. They can walk you through it. All right, next question. What is the average time to break even with 5 machines? Well, that's kind of a loaded question. Your break-even point is going to come down to there's 2 factors in this business. Right now, we're talking about the money factor. That's really the only thing that you can think of at this point because you don't understand the other half of the business, which is time. It's how much time do you want to spend servicing machines? Because there is a direct correlation between those 2 things. The machines, obviously, the busier they are, the faster the ROI, but the more you service them. So that's a direct correlation in time. So it depends on how frequently you want to service machines, how much time you're looking to spend doing it. For me, my preference, I want to see a machine once a week. I don't want to be going out there 2-3 times a week. I don't want to be seeing it every 3 weeks. Okay, 2-3 times a week is too much. Once every 3 weeks, it's not doing enough business. So for me, I want that sweet spot once every 5 to 7 days. That machine is going to have just about exactly a 2-year payback. And that's what we're shooting for. We want to see 24 to 36-month topside payback return on investment. That would literally put you in the double your money in 5 years type scenario with the business. That's where you should be looking. That's what you should be striving for. Now, you can get a faster payback with higher performance machines, or higher performance sites. But again, that means you're going to be going out there more. You're going to be doing more service. Now, for me, a lot of service is fun financially, but it's not operationally. Because as an example, you say, hey, I'm going out to this machine every 2-3 days, making a bundle of cash. That's fantastic. But that's forever. The machines don't stop. They work 24 hours a day, 365. They don't take days off. They're not, we're going to, watch the Super Bowl today, whatever. No, they're always in business. So it's going to start to be, it's not an issue, right, when you get into the business. 6 months, a year down the road, now the novelty is going to wear off. You're going to be like, you know what, I don't really want to be going to this machine all the time. So what am I going to do? I'm going to drop a second machine right next to it. It's going to slow it down right to that sweet spot, 5-6 days on a service. And again, that's going to put my return on investment right at about that 2-year mark. And that's what I should be looking for. The faster is great, but again, if I skip a service or I miss it for whatever reason or something came up and I couldn't get out there to service it, it generates consumer complaints. Consumer complaints lead to ticked off managers. Ticked off managers kick you out of locations. So for me, it's just not worth it. I don't want to risk a location and that kind of commitment on time just to try and get a faster payback. So for me, that's where it's at. But again, everybody kind of draws their own business plan and opinion based on what they want. And again, you'll work with the location team and they'll walk you through that stuff as well, just to make sure we're putting the right amount of equipment in there for the right amount of time that you've got available. All right, next one is, do you have finance options? We do have finance options. And again, I'm going to tell you to reach out to your point of contact here at H4U. Ask them about the finance program. They'll walk you through it. They can do it real briefly with you. They can even get on the website and walk you through it if you've got questions as far as that goes, or they can walk you all the way through. But they can give you a quick thumbnail of it. In 5 minutes, they can tell you basically what the qualifiers are, APRs, what the loans look like, all that kind of a deal, and just kind of run through it and see if it's a fit for you. But again, I encourage you to reach out to them and ask those questions. We don't want to get mired in the bushes of finance right now. All right, so has anybody got any additional questions? Feel free to shoot them out. Otherwise, we're going to turn you guys loose, but feel free to give me some last-minute questions. All right. Well, I'm not seeing anything come in. So Jeff and I are going to thank you guys for coming out tonight. We really do appreciate you coming to our webinars, learning all about Healthier4U Vending, and hopefully how this business is going to tie into your life. Now, again, feel free to reach out to my team with any questions. Don't be intimidated. That's what they're out there to do. They're not going to give you the big pressure and the big push, and they're not going to call you 42 times a day, that kind of a thing. That's not what we do. We're looking for people that want to be in this business, want to service the machines, have some fun, make some money, and we're not looking to pressure anybody or do that kind of a thing. So my team is not going to do that to you, so don't be intimidated to reach out with those questions, because trust me, if we're on this webinar another 5 minutes or another 30 minutes, you're going to have questions. This information is going to be marinated on the brain. You're going to be thinking about it. You're going to think, oh, I should have asked this or that. That's what my team's there for. Don't hesitate to reach out to them, ask those questions, and get them answered. No such thing as a stupid question, only stupid answers, and my team doesn't have those, only the good ones, right? So don't be bashful to reach out to them. All right, again, Jeff and I are going to thank you guys for coming out tonight. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you, one of our H4U remote launch trainings, and also hopefully come out for the advanced operator training here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So good night from the desert. Everybody stay safe, and we'll be talking to you all very soon. Thanks again, everyone.